Hello! I'm here for another beer review, and this one's an exciting one. It is my first Steam beer, and it is Anchor Steam Beer from San Francisco in the United States of America. Um, so I don't think I've had this beer before, even though you find it everywhere in the UK these days, and I've been to San Francisco. Um, Interesting. So it was first brewed in 1896. It's a really old beer. Um, so it doesn't look like it's actually, but it hasn't been available bottled. It's 1971. Interesting. So that's so obviously from the United States, 4.9%. Steam beers, for those who don't know, it's refers to the high pressure of the beer and the cloud of steam released when the beer was tapped. Anchor is a last breed and owns the trademark on the word steam. Interesting. So let's talk about the bottle first. The bottle is a smaller bottle. It's 355 milliliters, which is an odd amount. Normally you find 500 or 330. Now they've gone for a massive classic nautical theme here. I don't know if this is the original one, but you can see obviously you've got the big anchor there and some plants. I'm not quite sure. I'm guessing I'm guessing it's hops. I don't know what hops it's got, but interesting beer by the sounds of things. The book says 4.9%, the beer says 4.8% on the back. It's quite a simple, there isn't much else to it really, apart from this little diddy bottle. Let's talk about tasting notes. Aromas of sweetish caramel malt and some dry woody herbal hops. It's barely sweet on the palate, spritzy in the mouthfeel, with nice caramelly notes, well balanced by the driest bittersweet flavour of Northern Brewer hops. The finish is long, clean and bittersweet. Now, American beers tend to be on the massively hoppy side this time. This one doesn't sound like it's going to be like that. So let's go for that. That's interesting. A lot of bottles now in the US, you can just open with, you can just screw top. This one actually says, use opener. So let's go for the pour. Okay. Right. Okay, so go for the colour. There's almost no head to it. It's a little bit fizzy. It's kind of caramel coloured. Let's go for smell. It smells very malty. It doesn't smell hoppy at all. What does it say in the nose? It says aromas of sweetish caramel malt. Yep, got that, definitely. And some dry woody herbal hops. I do get almost like a spice. I don't know whether that's dry woody hops or not. Anyway, let's go for the taste, shall we? Cheers. Oh, I wasn't sure what to expect from this beer, but that's really nice. It's definitely got hops in it. I can now taste the hops, but it's really caramelly, kind of like sweet but not over sweet. It's really well balanced, and I like the fact it's not overly hopped. That is a really nice beer. I've never had it. I've never had this before. Right, what's to say? Barely sweet in the palate. Yeah, so there's a bit of sweetness on the palate, spritzy in the mouthfeel. Let's try that. Yeah, you do get that. You get nice carbonation in your tongue, which works there. With nice caramelly notes. Yeah, definitely the caramelly notes there. Northern Brewer hops, which I'm not familiar with. Those are really nice, actually. There's a little story on the bottleneck here. I like it when bottles actually tell a little story. Anchor Steam brand beer derives its unusual name from the 19th century when steam seems to be a nickname for beer brewed in the West Coast of America under primitive conditions and without ice. And the rest of it is the bit I told earlier. It's very cool. So it's one of the oldest beers made on the West Coast of America. That's a very nice idea. And it tastes lovely. Never had that before. It's quite unusual in its taste. Definitely have it again. I think... What's happened here? Sorry, I was distracted there because on the underside the bottle cap is when the beer was bottled, 2015. Or when it was racked. No, I think what's Luxardo Cherry Ale. I have no idea what that means. Was it brewed in a cherry ale cask? Anyway, it's a lovely beer. If you see it bottled, you can pick it up in most supermarkets these days. Do give it a go. It's a really lovely beer. I would say, reasonably sessionable, under 5%. Um, I would love to have this on draft. If I ever get to go for San Francisco again, I'm going to try this on draft. But for now, I'll have to make do with the bottle. Litmus test, yeah, and this beats Doom Bar and Green King IPA into a cocked hat in terms of its flavour. And actually, I quite like that it's got a little bottle because it's not too much. I think if I drank a pint of this, it might get a bit over the top. But I think it's basically come in at just over half a pint. A lovely Sirencraft glass here, and I'd say that's a good amount. So give it a go. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and this video. And I'll see you next time for another beer from 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. Bye!